When you first start practicing law, you typically observe senior attorneys to see how they do it. You've learned a lot in law school, you've learned a lot about the law, but you haven't learned a lot about how to actually practice law, how to work in a law firm. So you watch other senior attorneys to see how do they do it? How do they interact with clients? How about other lawyers in the firm? How do they interact with the staff? How do they behave in court? And this is great training if you have a good role model. But what if you don't? Or what if you may have a great role model, but you just don't relate to his or her approach? Hi, I'm Sharon Christie, founder and CEO of Bold Women Lawyers and author of the Bold Women Lawyers Solo Success Guide. I've been a lawyer for over 3 decades. I've had my own solo practice for over 15 years. And I was really lucky to have some great role models when I first started practicing law. I learned so much from them about the law and about how to be a litigator. But I realized that I didn't always relate very well to their approach. Now, let me give you an example. We all know the pitbull type lawyers. And I'm not being critical when I use that term. I know plenty of pitbull type lawyers. They can be very, very successful for their clients. They can get great results. And I can tell you that I even tried for a while to be that lawyer. And it failed miserably. And why was that? Because it just didn't match my personality. But I even got to the point where I wondered if I was even tough enough to be a good lawyer. But then I started to look at results I was getting for clients, not being a pit bull, just being myself. And I realized that I was getting great results for clients. So at that point, I understood I needed to be myself as a lawyer, and it's okay for me to be myself as a lawyer. I can achieve the same results, even better results for my client, and I do it in a different way. One of the best compliments I've ever received from a client was that I was a lawyer with a soul. Now, there's a backstory here, and she had come to me on a legal matter, and she had a bad experience with a lawyer in the past on a different kind of matter. But she came to me with a certain expectation of how lawyers operate. And she had a certain image of how lawyers operate and how lawyers behave. And fortunately, I was able to change her mind about that. We developed a great relationship. We worked very well together, and we got great results. My message to you about this is really simple. If you want to be happy in your practice, if you want to be happy in your work, if you want to be happy with your clients, then be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. You don't have to behave the way other lawyers do. You want to behave in a way that you are comfortable with and that gets great results for your clients. So what does that mean? That means that you have to learn who you work well with from a client perspective. And it also means that there's going to be times when you are going to turn work away because the client is not a good fit for you. Now, I've done that many times, and I can tell you, I know, especially the first time you do it, that it hurts because you're running a practice, you're looking for good clients, you know that this is somebody you can help, but you also recognize that on a personality level, you will not work well together. And you turn that case away, but it's really tough because you know you're turning away revenue. I've learned over the years one very simple thing. When it's not a good fit, move on. Because when I have ignored that advice to myself and I have taken the case on anyhow, what happened? We ended up getting great results, but the extra time and effort that it took and the angst that I went through, because at times my client and I were at loggerheads about many things, wasn't worth it. The time that I had to spend dealing with those extraneous issues on that case was time that would have been much better spent marketing to my ideal clients who are a good fit for me and I'm a good fit for them. So I know it's hard, but believe me, you will thank yourself when you turn away those clients who just are not a good fit for you. Running a successful law practice isn't easy, but it can be the most rewarding thing you ever do, both professionally and personally. There's a lot of other key factors to having a successful solo or small firm practice. So if you're ready for a thriving figure plus practice without sacrificing your sanity or your soul, go to my website right now at boldwomenlawyers.com and download a copy of my free Bold Women Lawyers Solo Success Guide. You'll learn a lot of things by reading it. You'll learn about the 3 pillars that you must build your practice on. The 3 pillars of mindset, marketing, management. You'll learn why so many women lawyers struggle to get that ideal client and how that hurts them financially. You'll learn the steps that I took to get a steady stream of ideal clients coming into my practice and how you can do the same thing. And you'll learn how to free yourself from the administrative work that is so very important to running a business, but should not be done by you, because the time that you're taking to do all that administrative work is time that you need to build and grow your practice. So go right now and get your guide. And if you already know that you're ready to go deeper in evaluating your practice, in uncovering the problems that are holding you back and finding a solution to those problems, then a law practice of intensive day may be exactly what you need. Go to my website and book a discovery call with me. Let's talk about it. Let's see if we can work together, if we'd be a good fit, and we can work together to build the practice of your dreams. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to come back next week for another success tip.